author of Mastering Probability, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning, all you wonderful money masters. Welcome. I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, and it is Wonderful Wednesday. Thanks so much for joining us. I absolutely love being here with you. Best time of my day. Hope you're having a great day. I know I am. You should be too, folks. And if we take just a quick tour around the markets, things are relatively flat. S&P's off a couple points. Same with the NASDAQ. King Dollar, though. King Dollar is on the move. It's up 41 ticks. You got light sweet crude trading down 79 cents out at about 101. You got gold is up $8. Platinum up $27 right now. Silver off just about a nickel or so. And, so the markets are relatively quiet. In fact, if you go around Europe, you've got the DAX right now is down 8 points. FTSE down 33. Shanghai down 9 points last night. No big deal there because it's had a couple days of some nice moves. Hang Seng up 147. The Nikkei up 25. And things are relatively quiet. No real fireworks going on around. 877-927-6648. That's our call number. Would love to hear from you. And, you can watch us, folks, on TigerTV. Everybody listening in on the radio, we really do appreciate that. And we really appreciate the fact that, each day, some of you folks are telling others about our show. I had some conversations yesterday with some of our Tigers, if you will, and they told me how many people they've been telling on a weekly basis just simply to tune into our show. This show, specifically the Money Master Show, great lineup on Wednesday. Because after this show, you've got Tom and I doing the Money Master Show, then Basil Chapman, he's in the on-deck circle. Getting ready to hit him in. You've got Larry Pesavento. Then we come back with David White from 3 to 4, Tom from 4 to 6. Absolutely great lineup here. Great way for you to be able to get different perspectives of the market, different ways that each of us look at something, and each of us are here to teach you something. Now, the way that I like to kick off the morning, if you will, it's really only the second week of 2012. But yet New Year's Eve, folks, looks like it is in the rearview mirror, and it keeps getting further and further and further. And the question is, where are you on being resolute? Not resolutions. Throw those resolutions out the window. They're just words. But where are you about being resolute with regard to what it is that you want to do with the rest of your life? Because there is no time, no better time to decide to reshape your life than come January 1st, or how about today, January 11th? Maybe you just make that commitment today that you're going to reshape your life, whether it's in your areas of health, wealth, relationships. We're going to be able to teach it all to you. And what we're working on, if you're just tuning in, go back and listen to the archive shows beginning last Wednesday, I believe, because last Tuesday we had some fireworks in the market, so I didn't really work on this. But if you go Wednesday and just listen to the first segments usually of my shows, and all the archives can be obtained on Channel 14, and you can catch those archives. And I'm really taking you through a process. Right now, we're just dreaming. Right now, I'm dreaming of this picture that's just about to pop over my left shoulder. That is my place. That is my little slice of heaven, if you will. In fact, there's a golf shot there. Should have a picture of this shot here on hole number 13, and it's about a 200-yard shot over the ocean, just like this, and you get turning the other way, if you will, and absolutely great. If you ever get a chance, if you're over in Hawaii, folks, do yourself a favor. Go over to my favorite spot on the planet. Go over to Lanai, and if you're a golfer, you absolutely have to do it because it is one course where every hole looks like you are playing along the ocean. Many cases you are. Absolutely fantastic course. It's a good target course, but it is a blast to play out there. In fact, give me a call. Take me along with you. Happy to join you out there for a round of golf. Now, what we're talking about really is dreams. The importance of, the importance of figuring out where it is that you're at and where it is you want to go to. What most of us don't do is we don't really spend time truly dreaming about the things that we want, because, in my opinion, and what I know to be true is you can manifest anything that you want in your life. You can manifest any dream. You can turn it into a reality. All you need is simply some time. You need to understand your potential. You need to be able to take action. And then, folks, you'll start getting results, and you'll believe it. And all of a sudden, you will start manifesting those things in your life. And the best place to start, folks, is start sitting down and writing out your dreams. I popped this up on the screen here yesterday. Just simply an easy way to take a look at your life with regard to what it is you want to manifest into it during the next 12 months, and then 2 years to 10 years, and then 10 years plus, and then to break those into 3 categories, your toys and your rewards. I like to start with toys and rewards. Why? Because you want to get juiced up, folks. If you're going to do this exercise, you really want to be able to get juiced up. In fact, a couple folks sent me some emails and said, how do we know what our dreams are? And I thought that was a really great question. And you can always send me an email at steve@tfn.com. Love to hear from folks. And what dreams are really all about, in my opinion, what dreams are all about, it's all about listening to your heart. When you take a look at all the noise that goes on around us each day, just take a look at, from whatever time you woke up this morning, how much time did you actually allocate to yourself versus, and when I mean yourself, where you just had peace and quiet, where you could think about what it is that you wanted to create for your day? I'm talking about what is it that you want to create for your life. Most of us don't even spend time and try to envision what it is that we want to create for the day. That is one of the, if I could have you change any one pattern, if you will, any one ritual in your life, it's that when you wake in the morning, you give yourself 10, 15 minutes and you vision and you plan out your day. As Tom says, you step into it, you own it, you take ownership of it. Well, all that I want you to do here is I want you to work on your dream list. And your dream list is going to come from listening to your heart. It's not about listening to others. You can't live other people's dreams. You won't be fulfilled. You absolutely won't. What you've got to do is you've got to listen to your heart, and you've got to find some quiet time. Now, here's what I do, and you can give this a shot. Now, I find that most people, if you take a look at folks, and one of the first questions I would ask is, are you a person that likes sunrises or sunsets? Which of those two jazz you up? Now, you can say both, and that's cool. Some people, it's absolutely both. But which one of those two maybe has a little priority? Are you a sunrise person? Because there's folks out there. I've got kids, and I can tell you, folks, there is no way. Well, only one of them is a sunrise person. The other two, they definitely have to be sunset people, okay? And what I want you to do, why? Because some reason, with regard to the celestial beings, if you will, with regard to, and I love watching the sunset. Actually, I love watching it set. I hate when it sets, though, because there's no more light, and light is energy for me. I love being up early in the morning. So the reason why I'm asking you that is pick out a time of the day, excuse me, that really juices you up. Now, what I do, there's a place down in the Fort Lauderdale area, and because I had gone through this exercise a number of times, it's an anchor for me. It's the Diplomat Hotel. It's a Westin. In fact, it's one of Tom's favorite places to hang out as well. And what I like is this nice big pool area that they've got in the back. Even though you're surrounded by a bunch of buildings, for whatever reason, I'm able to get into my zone, if you will. And what I love to do is I love to get out there real early in the morning, maybe 5 o'clock or so. Maybe the sun's not going to start coming up till 7, whatever time it is, and then just simply start journaling, if you will. When was the last time you actually sat down and journaled what it is that you want in your life, your dreams, what you were going to do with your life? How often have you actually done that? If you want to empower yourself, if you want to be able to take yourself from wherever it is you are to wherever it is you want to go, work on that for your relationships, work on that for your finances, work on that for your health. Take a look at those 3 categories, sit down, and start journaling it. Now, go to that place. Go find a spot, wherever that is, whether if you're a sunrise person, then go find a place that was going to work for you, that's going to put you in that mode. If you are a sunset person, if you will, then go find that place as well. And try to choose a day, where the weather's going to work to your advantage. It doesn't matter whether you're in the cold. Okay, now, if you're up north and it's freezing cold, maybe you're Rick in Vancouver and it's a little bit too cold to sit outside, or maybe you actually like the outdoors. I don't know. I haven't tried it in an environment where, I was freezing my butt off, but because that's just not me. But, find a spot and sit down and just simply, for a while, if you will, just listen to your heart. What is it? Because you know what it is your heart wants. You know the toys and rewards that would really jazz you up. You know what type of giving and feeling things you'd like to do, how you'd like to be able to help others. Folks, when was the last time you helped somebody else out unconditionally? Unconditionally. Just simply walked up or got involved with some other activity and absolutely helped somebody else. When you can help others out, you will start to really have some motivation, if you will, because there is nothing like helping someone else out. When you can do it unconditionally, folks, That is where you want to be able to come from. So some kind of philanthropy that you want in your heart. And then your economic goals, they're important as well. And so you want to be able to have all of this. So I'm suggesting that what you do is you go find a place that initially is your fuse. Just like we have these full moons and new moons and other lunar cycles, and they're fuses for the marketplace. We can show that. We can go track that. Well, I know that one of the best places for you to start dreaming, to start journaling about these things that you want, is to put yourself, and look, with regard to this device right here, folks, leave it behind, leave it locked in your car, put it in a different room, make sure it's turned off. Make sure that you have some peace and quiet. When you do that, folks, it's really a cool experience. And so write down all your dreams. That's what I want you to do. And then you can do it a list like this or anything that makes sense. So when it comes to all your toys and rewards, and you break it down into your 3 areas, your short-term, your intermediate, your long-term, what I want you to do is I just want you to circle, maybe if you've got 10 items, just circle the top 3 items. If you've only got 3, then just circle the top 1 in each category. But maybe take 30% of whatever it is that you've listed, the number of them, and just simply circle the ones that you want. Then, on another sheet of paper, then really start journaling with regard to why it is that you want. Because, folks, reasons come first. Actions, they'll come later. We'll get into actions, but you have to have strong reasons why. You've got to find musts in order to be able to go out and be able to manifest what it is that you want in your life. Because if you don't have strong reasons, if you don't have strong musts, those things are going to just slip right by you. It's going to be like you are looking in your rearview mirror and you are looking at New Year's Eve. And that is getting further away and darker and darker and darker. And that's not us, folks. That is not Money Masters, because we live for light. Give me some white light, folks, out there. 877-927-6648. We'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll look at them stars and we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of investment newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today, click Investment Newsletters, and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
In 1929, Joe Kennedy had $4 million. By 1932, he grew it into $180 million. All this during the Great Depression. The good thing about economic difficult times is that the worst economy can produce the best rewards in the shortest period of time. In fact, during the last 130 years, 61% of that time has been spent in recession. How would you like the strategies that are bulletproof against the turmoil of our economy in these fast-changing times? For the last quarter of a century, I've studied and used the secrets used by millionaires and billionaires. These are bulletproof strategies that will absolutely astonish you. I'd love to introduce you to these concepts that will absolutely change your life. You'll learn the 3 ways to grow any business exponentially. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of the Money Masters with Tom O'Brien and host of the Trader's Edge, both seen daily at TFNN.com. If you're even a little bit interested in accumulating wealth, providing a better life for you and your family, then go to TFNN.com, look under Breaking News, and click on the Get Steve Rhodes Special Report link, and I'll email you this free report, Pathways to Wealth.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to tfnn.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars and we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
It absolutely is, folks. Welcome back, 877-927-6648. And let's go start taking a spin around the world, see what it is we've got going on out there right now. Over my shoulder or on the screen here, you've got the correlation between the U.S. dollar, King dollar, and the ES Mini. So you can see that correlation is existing tick for tick. They are dancing. They're doing the tango, if you will, out there. And so we know that correlation is out there. That's really all about the currency market. Now, one of the things that I was taking a look at yesterday with one of our callers was the S&P on a weekly basis. So that's what I've got up on my screen right now. This is really, I think, in my opinion, this is real important to understand because you can now start to correlate this, if you will, to the euro that's out there. Because what the euro is doing, the euro is coming down into the August 24th, August 25th, August 26th time frame, where we had two planetary index dates back to back. We had a 3 and a 16. Those are anomaly, folks, especially the 16. I think a 3 planetary index date, that happens about 2% of the time. In fact, in 2012, they're all over the place. In fact, they're all 3s and 1, 2 when we get towards the October time frame. So the importance of that is, and I don't know the reasons why, but there's some type of strength that's out there in the atmosphere that helps to create, in this case here, from a charting standpoint, some areas of support or resistance. And really, we're right in between both of those, if you will. Now, this is on the S&P chart, and we're taking a look at, so we're looking at this candle right here. This candle, which is the week of August 27th, you can see how the high of that, I've got a red line that's going across that. Let me move my cursor out of the way, and you can see how that has held as resistance, or as support, held as support coming down that week of October 7th is the week. It was October 4th when that low area was tested, if you will. There's still some volume down there. So what would be best is if you're a bull, you want to see the market actually pull back down into that. I don't think it's ready to do it just yet, but it will, because these markets, they breathe. They continue to go up and down. And now what you also have is you can see that what we've done here yesterday is we got up over the highs from October 27th. It's the week of October 28th out here. That was at the 1292.66 area. You closed out at 1292.08. You got just above it yesterday, closed below it. So you've done a move of a move. What can you expect here? You can expect to do something different, move a little bit sideways, maybe pull back a little bit. Where could it pull back to? There's different spots. This is the weekly chart here that we're looking at. Now, what I also showed yesterday is I also showed this 50-day, the blue line is the 50-day exponential moving average. The red line is the 200 exponential, not simple moving average, exponential. So if you're going to your charts and you're taking a look at it and you're looking at a weekly chart, you don't put in 50, you're going to put in 10. It's a 10-week or a 50-day, if you will. It's a 200 day or a 40 week. So that's what I've really got up here on this screen here for the weekly chart. And the reason why I want to show this to you is because even if you're just brand new to technical charting, and I just showed you this one area here that you can use. I'm aware of this. I don't really necessarily completely use this from a trading standpoint, except with regard to what type of outcomes. And why is this so important, in my opinion, here when you have the crossover? Well, first here, let me pull this back a little bit so you can see this. And we were showing this yesterday, right here when you actually crossed through it, which was back in January 2008. If you knew that when the 50-day crossed through the 200, you should be looking for bearish outcomes, look how that would have saved you. Look, as the market came back and was doing a retracement right here, the last time it retraced was back into the May 2008 time frame, before the rug, if you will, before there was a Basil Chapman rug pull, if you will, and the market went all the way down into March of 2009, folks. You know, how would that have helped you? How would that have helped you from the standpoint in your 401ks? You know, most of you have about $100,000 or more. That's the average. The average in the United States is that 70% of people have got at least $100,000 inside their retirement plans. Or I don't know if that statistic was actually, I'm going to go back and take a look. I think that was as of 2010. And so, you know, what's so important is to protect that. Even if you are not able to short the market, which most of you aren't, what you want to be able to do is you want to be able to go to cash. Well, when the 50-day crosses through the 200, wouldn't that be a good time? You know, it was a signal that we gave out to our listeners right here as it was coming through the 50-day. Now, this is a lagging indicator. And what I like to trade, what we use in my newsletter, what we use there, folks, we use leading indicators. We use those patterns. The leading indicator here was really this butterfly pattern. So where are we at right now? You can see this also here. This high happened to be a 17 planetary index date. So we're right now wedged in between two powerful areas of the universe. I think this is going to go ahead and move to the upside. May not do it today, folks. When we get back, we'll see how these markets are going to open. You can always give me a call, 877-927-6648. We'll be right back.
Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in the complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2 week free test drive right here, right now.
Homeowners, did you know a burglar could break into your home and get away in just 5 minutes? A locked door may not be enough to keep a thief out of your home. Think about what you can lose, and then think about this. Now you can get a free security system monitored by ADT, the leader in home security. Pick up your phone now and get free hardware, free medical and fire alert, and free activation. It's an $850 value. Just call Protect Your Home, your authorized ADT dealer, at 1-800-949-8207. You'll get 24-hour protection, and there's no cost for parts or activation. So call now about a free security system monitored by ADT. Call 1-800-949-8207. $99 installation charge. 36-month monitoring agreement at $35.99 a month. Call for terms and conditions to this offer and protect your home license numbers. Call now. 1-800-949-8207. That's 1-800-949-8207.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower your volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angelo O'Brien, financial advisor and certified financial planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars and we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
To the races. You got the Dow trading down 53 points. S&P's down 5. Composite down 5. Small caps down 3. NDX only off a point right now. New York Stock Exchange down 49. You've got the DAX trading off 32 points. FTSE down 42. You got King Dollar on its move. Going to be testing those highs, it looks like. Yep, 57 ticks right now. Light sweet crude trading off $1 down at 101.14. Gold up $4.80, silver down 18 cents, platinum up $18. And folks, what I've got on my screen here right now is I've got the ES Mini. This is the 30-minute chart here. This is the S&P futures contract. And what I want to show you here, I talk about taking a look and understanding, what you want to have is a set of tools in your bag. And one of those sets of tools really should be sacred geometry. The numbers of retracements from 382, 618, 786, the only real three numbers that I need you to really focus on and memorize. And expansions, what you want to be able to take a look at is 1.272, 2.618, 1.618 and even 2.618 as well. Now, what we have here, and it's really important to understand the expansions or contractions in between swing points. And a swing point is where you see a definite shift in the marketplace. Well, if you come back to the ES Mini, if you were trading this on a 30-minute time frame, you can see at 9 a.m. on January 6th, that's right in here, the market made quite a shift moving down. That became a swing point, if you will. Now, what happened yesterday at about 10:30 in the morning as the market was moving up? What it was doing was it was making a 1.618 expansion of that swing point. You can see the swing point out here was really significant with regard to a turn, if you will. And it's just so important to understand those expansions. Why? Because that's when the high was put in there. If you want to understand the breathing patterns and what was going on with the marketplace, you could have seen that right there, watched how it react, and you can see how it did react. The market has moved down from there. It's really trying to complete an A to B equals C to D pattern. Well, where would that take it to? It would take it right down here to that 1277 area. Now, early this morning, at about 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, on the B to the C leg. Let me just go ahead and delete some of this stuff off here. We'll make it, so let's take a look at what the A to B leg looks like. That would be right here from where we came in at the high in the 10:30 time frame, all the way right down here when we put in a low. You could say you put it in maybe at 22, so that would be 10 o'clock at night. Maybe it was right down here as well at right at midnight. Let's go with the midnight, okay? And if we go at the midnight, when we retrace back up here to 5 a.m. This morning, what you can see now is you're making an A to B equals C to D move. Now, what it's up against right here is this B point. It's right up against this. Let's take a look at a line right here, where you'd make a move of a move. You can see how when the market was moving down, you came down here with a fairly wide-ranging bar. You were doing that at 6:30 this morning, right? That was suggesting that, number one, it might want to complete more than a 1-to-1 A to B equals C to D, maybe a 1 to 1.272, but this would be our range here, 1277, 1274. Then on the next bar, you try to push through that B point, but you close back above it. Then look at this next swing point here where the S&P, the ES Mini, gets down to a low of 1279.25. But the bulls that were out there, folks, it kept pushing it higher. Look, this right here, it closed where it opened during that 30-minute session, but traded down, which is the close was at 1282, but pushed all the way down to the 1279 area. The bulls came in there and said, not so quick, not so quick. And then what we have coming in here now, as you can see, we're now starting to move, if you will, down along the angle of that C to D leg. So what that says to me, that 1277.48 would be a likely target. What do you have out there, folks? Oh, of course, you've got that 0.618 retracement, the same place when you would come to visit us. That, folks, would set up a Gertley buy pattern. 877-927-6648. We'll be right back.
Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of investment newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today, click Investment Newsletters, and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
In 1929, Joe Kennedy had $4 million. By 1932, he grew it into $180 million. All this during the Great Depression. The good thing about economic difficult times is that the worst economy can produce the best rewards in the shortest period of time. In fact, during the last 130 years, 61% of that time has been spent in recession. How would you like the strategies that are bulletproof against the turmoil of our economy in these fast-changing times? For the last quarter of a century, I've studied and used the secrets used by millionaires and billionaires. These are bulletproof strategies that will absolutely astonish you. I'd love to introduce you to these concepts that will absolutely change your life. You'll learn the 3 ways to grow any business exponentially. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of the Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, and host of the Trader's Edge, both seen daily at TFNN.com. If you're even a little bit interested in accumulating wealth, providing a better life for you and your family, then go to TFNN.com, look under Breaking News, and click on the Get Steve Rhodes Special Report link, and I'll email you this free report, Pathways to Wealth.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650, but you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, Did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we waited at was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by South American Silver Corporation. For more information, just click the South American Silver Corporation banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars and we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
It absolutely is, folks. Welcome back. 877-927-6648. Dow's down 39. S&P's down 3. And what we've got on our screen here, this is one of the stocks that we've got in our newsletter service here. Born is the symbol. New Born is the name. B-O-R-N is the symbol. And it's a little rocket ship. We've been playing this thing here for several months. And what I want to show you right now, we've got 2 positions in our newsletter. It's up, one position's up about 27, 28%. I think the other up probably 22 right now, trading out at 434. And I want to show you the stock. In fact, if you're interested in, trades like this, if you will, you can always go test out my newsletter for 30 days. It's got an unconditional money back guarantee. And, my mission, folks, is to just simply help you make money, understand the money game, because I don't want you to be afraid of these markets. No matter the fear that is out there, we simply will capitalize on fear and we'll capitalize on greed. And I want to be able to help you start moving towards financial freedom, or if you're already there, I want to help you find the next level in your trading. Born here, great chart setup that we've got here. Now, so just go over to the homepage of TFN, click on my name. All you do is you're going to put down a credit card for 30 days. And that way I know that you will pay attention, because when you pay for something, you pay attention, folks. So let's take a look at Born here. You can see volume-wise, this thing is already what we've had, 13 minutes of trading. And right now you've already had 303,000 shares trade. And one of the things that you like to look for, we talk about there's the 4 phases of that a stock is going to go through. It's going to go through accumulation. It's going to go through a markup phase, a distribution phase, and markdown. And what you can see that's been going on down here for, I would say over since the time frame of November. So from November through yesterday, this is going through some accumulation. Accumulation is done at light volume. What my subscribers know is that I take a look at what's being accumulated out there in the marketplace by funds or what have you. We saw some signals here inside Born. I think the report that came out today is it's already 2012, and they've already sold 90%. They have orders in for 90% of their total production, if you will, or something like that. I've got to read the report on that, but we can see this thing has had a nice little rocket ship, some good volume in here. What did we like about this chart to begin with? Well, one of the things that we liked is you want to be able to take a look at stocks that have got some high volume highs. Because if you have a high volume high, you're going to go up there and test it. There's reasons for that stock to get back up there. And when we take a look at Born, it's got several high volume highs. One of them that I'm showing up here, you can see the highs. This is a daily chart. You can see you're looking at the range anywhere from the low of 575 all the way up to the 822 area. You also have this smaller high out here that was hit the first time, which was September 27th. You got up to the high on that was 480. We went ahead and we took some profits once it got up to that area. We went ahead and added a new position. When it came down in this 330 range here, it produced a Gartley buy pattern right there at 319. What was nice, folks, is that this produced a Gartley buy pattern. And if you don't know what a Gartley buy is, go pick up the book, The Art of Timing the Trade. Absolutely great book by Tom. And, and it's one way and you want to have books. You always got to have books in your library. Another thing, when you take a look at Born here, so this was one high that we're looking at. You pull this thing back even further. Look at the highs that we've got out here, the volume that we've got out here. right in the $16, $15 area. So this is the type of chart that you like to look at, that you like to go ahead and buy when you're down at bottoms where you've got some real low volume accumulation going on. So that is BORN. Let's continue taking a look at the markets out here. And we'll go look at the currency markets. Let's see, what is the euro doing? What is it that is pushing King Dollar higher? Well, what we know that it is, it's the euro. Now, with the euro being down so much, and you've got the composite is positive, you've got the NDX, which has been a weak link in our markets. You know that we went ahead and we did a 100% move yesterday in the S&P 500. And when you take a look at where the euro is trading, it's trading down, really got almost down to the lows that were established a couple trading sessions ago on January 9th. But yet our market is only down 29 points. If you're going to look at the top, if you're going to look at 30 stocks out there, if you're going to look at 500 stocks, the S&P only down 2 points out there. So, and if you look at the Russell, 2,000, you're looking at only being down a point out there. Is that saying anything to you? Is there anything that you can derive from that piece of information? What I can derive from it is that these markets still want to push higher. You take a look at the 50-day, crossing over that 200, moving into where money, folks that have been sitting on the sidelines, folks with likely your pension funds, your 401k funds, the contributions that your employers might be making to those funds, some of that stuff has got to be put to work. There's something else in the newsletter that we track with regard to whether money is flowing in or flowing out of those funds. Right now, money is flowing in there. And so if it's flowing in there, it's reasons to be able to take some of these pullbacks, if you will. And right here, what I want to be able to see is I want to see the euro get the heck out of this P index area. Right now, you can see it's trading inside there. If I pull this back further, you're going to see these two black lines. That represents the high and the low of that P index period, preferably overnight, what I'm looking for. And why overnight? Because overnight, it's only affecting our futures market. It's not affecting the stock, the New York Stock Exchange. And what I'd love to see is I'd love to see that euro punch down into that 1.27219. That would then also be a move. We'll be coming into those strong P index dates, finish its work, reject it, just like we saw when we were taking a look at that SPX weekly chart out there. Because I think what we'll see is, number one, it will be great information that it will be providing us, because that area should act as support. If it doesn't, all bets are off, and I say, dive, baby, dive. Start looking for those short trades. But until that time frame, even with the euro pushing down there, our markets are still behaving relatively strong. So let's continue to go around. If we take a look at King Dollar, what could King Dollar be doing here? King Dollar is taking a look at, just coming back here. Now, what King Dollar did, King Dollar completed an A to B equals C to D at the 81.75 level. It actually got on Friday, it got up to a high of 81.72. Then on Monday's session in the overnight hours, on January 9th, got up to 81.86. And, folks, that is all that the dollar right now is doing. It's testing out that area. I expect, because we had a butterfly pattern that finished there, as well as AB equals CD. I'll get it out of my mouth. 877-927-6648. We'll be right back.
Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective and maximize your returns. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors, such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foreside Fund Services, LLC. Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio. Therefore, we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today.
Put the power of the Chapman Wave methodology to work for you. No matter what market you trade, what time frame you trade in, or your trading style, the Opening Call, Basil Chapman's daily market newsletter, is bursting with the information and trades you need to become a more successful trader.
I've been using Basil Chapman's Chapman Wave methodology for several years now. His Chapman Wave can be used for any time period for not only equities, but futures, currencies, commodities. I've been also a subscriber of his Opening Call, which I find an invaluable tool to help me analyze the potential of the market each day. He gives you opportunities to go short and long. It includes recommendations on stocks. I strongly recommend people using the Chapman Wave, and I very, very strongly support the use of his Opening Call.
To find out more about Basil Chapman and his Chapman Wave methodology, and to get your 2-week free trial of the Opening Call, a $64 value, visit TFNN.com today.
Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Rand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed, with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Catch Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes as they teach you the art of mastering money when it comes to your trading and investing. The Money Masters, next on TFNN.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. And yes, I need to make a quick correction there. Had a wrong digit in place, if you will, on the euro. The test that we're looking for, that I'd be looking for, is really for the euro to push down to the 1.2587 area. I'd love to be able to see that happen overnight while we're all sleeping and snoring and getting a good night's rest. And then our work on the euro to the downside should be done. That area should hold as a good support area, and if it doesn't, then it's good night, Irene. Now, what's the euro doing right now? This is the 120-minute chart out here, and as Tom was pointing out yesterday, this is my candle. This is that hammer candle from the open, from the beginning of this week here. This is on Monday, and when you take a look at these hammer candles, you'd like to be able to buy the euro, if you will, or anything that you're looking at on the hammer candle. You'd like to be able to buy it when it gets down to about the midpoint of the wick. Folks, and the wick is just this line that you've got coming on down here, anywhere between the midpoint of the wick to all the way down at the bottom. And you can see here, looks like the euro has actually gotten down there and tested that. But, right now on the 120-minute chart, you'd want to have some type of confirmation. So you wouldn't want to be trading this just yet. I'd have to dig down, under the 30-minute chart. And I don't want to actually do that at the moment. Let's go take a look around the world here and see what it is that we have going on. And if we take a look at the DAX right now, you got the DAX down 29 points. All the DAX is doing is also hanging out around these highs right here, right? Hanging out around the B point. On the DAX, that's the December 5th area. I believe December 5th is also an area we would take a look at, a number of our B points that we've already gotten through. And so the DAX is just hanging out there. And what the DAX actually wants to do, looks like what the DAX wants to do here, even with the euro looking sick, if you will. It's looking sick, but that's how things work at lows. Nobody wants to buy them. And, folks, that's really where you want to start taking a look at buying things. There are folks that probably didn't want to buy Bourne when it was down there on all that nice light volume. But if you were one of my clients, and you were underneath my care, guidance, and protection, you would have bought that. And you would be sitting nice right now today. What the DAX wants to do is also get up here and test out its October 28th level. So the more that it hangs out around here. Now, remember, the DAX had this big up day, big 175-point up day the day after New Year's. This was on the 2nd. And then you had a gap up the following day. And so, all the DAX did was it just pulled back slightly. In fact, if you take a look at just from the swing point down here on December the 28th, all the way up really right here to the swing point when it gapped up on January 3rd, all that it did was a 0.382 retracement. That's telling you there's absolutely strength down there, because when you only do a 0.382 retracement, I just take a look at it as a rubber band, that's around my finger, or a pencil, if you will, and if you only back off 0.382 and you let go, you're going to have a lot of energy there. And that's right now the picture that the DAX is showing us. If we go take a look at our indexes, see where things are at here right now on our indexes out here, what we've got popping up on the screen. You've got the S&P 500. You can see that so far today it got up to a high of 1292.02, just hanging out around here right now. Hasn't given us any sign just yet that this thing really wants to back off significantly. If we take a look at some volume that are out there, let's see if I can find the 10-minute charts here. Got about 10 seconds to be able to do that. I don't know that I can slip that in, but what you can do is stick around, and Tom and I will be taking a look at it, I'm sure, on the Money Masters show. Then you've got Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento from 12 to 1, David White from 3 to 4, me from 4 to 6. Folks, go out there and do some dreaming. California dreaming, any kind of dreaming you want, when the sun is rising, when the sun is setting, and create your dream list, folks, because you can have everything you want in your life. Folks, thanks for being here. See you in about 8 or 9 minutes. If not, see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Take care. Bye-bye now.